The career is more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's baby. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
Try to come run back, they popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on TV, playing both sides of you. Shot on your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. I just been tripping out. This a whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna on the hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. Hold up. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me, you know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? I chose up. All in the kitchen can't get it cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the bed, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back here, get back.
It's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. 15-yard line.
Step. Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Royal. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The Seahawks in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
They'll try and sneak it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Hey! Trust! Gravity Lions! Cup 19! Cup 19! Let go!
He'll look to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks! his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Seahawks who picked it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And it's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll take to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Ready, set.
Second down and 8.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go! Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Viking, 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. It's complete on the bump. And a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, smash Bronco! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check smash. Check. Ready. Gravity Lions. Check out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Walker. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Liking 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point attempt to follow here. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 3. Complete. This is Mitchell. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Once you get into the red zone, spaces at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. They'll try to run a reverse here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. To the right side is caught by Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
11. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, they'll throw. Down the field, he's got one. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 79 yards. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to Warren. He's tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Now he's loose, down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 57 yards. And the Seahawks get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. 42. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Mitchell. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Running left is Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Come on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
show me some. I got flows for days. Me, my brother, like it. We ain't spiking crazy until the sun. Worried about that, my shows up.
Let's go. County Lions.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
And they take a knee. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.